Hey everybody, and welcome back to Help Will Come Tomorrow. So first things off, let me just recognize some comments, or at least a comment from a frequent and very helpful commenter. And I don't know how I hadn't noticed this before, but the reason why some things don't stack and the reason why we are gaining some mold is because these items have freshness, let's say. So we can see that this freshness indicator down here for the poisonous mushrooms is red. For the psychedelic mushrooms, they're red. So these are not as fresh as they could be. These mushrooms here are about to go bad, so we definitely need to use those ones. So that gives us an indicator of what we should be looking for. I don't know why I hadn't really noticed that or really paid attention or mentioned it, but it is what it is. So we need some water before we can make some soup to feed all of our hungry people. So let's see. Sergey, would you like to make some water today? Actually, you're tired, so Maria, would you like to make some water today? I'm sorry for that noise in the background. My cat has gone crazy. Maria, please make us some water. You're easily dehydrated, so you should be very happy at this task. There you go, 6 water. That's great. Thank you very much. And now, again, Maria, would you like to cook me some food? Maybe that mushroom soup that we were just talking about. And use these mushrooms that are about to go bad. There you go. Thank you very much. I wonder what happens if we use, like, the poisonous mushrooms or the psychedelic mushrooms. Does cooking it remove those those negative traits? Or does it make, like, psychedelic soup? Or poisonous soup? Alright, so yeah. Maria, can you do that for me again, please? Sorry, cook some soup. Oh, the fire level's not high enough. My mistake. Okay, well, let's add some fuel to the fire. Let's add some cones. That's all they're good for, apparently. And no one's going to get cold, so it doesn't need to be any higher than that. Mushroom soup, please. Using these mushrooms here. I think. Let's check again. No, these mushrooms, they got moved to the back of the line when we unclicked them. Okay, this one. And Maria, cook some soup, please. I know you got tired. I'm sorry. But at least you made soup. Pass out the soup to everybody. Maria's still thirsty. Sergey is still thirsty. Well, good thing we have a couple waters left. Alright, so there you go. There you go. Everything's good now. You're tired. We could have you... Are you hurt in any way? No, your health's perfect. So I don't need to put you in the quarantine point to recover your health, and neither do you. Your morale is great. Your morale is okay. Your morale is okay. Or great. And your morale... It's good. I just noticed the flags in the background. So she has kind of, you know, the double-headed eagle of Russia, and you have a revolutionary star. You have the, I guess that's neutral. Okay, so yeah, that's new. Well, it's new to me. All right, so what do we want to do today? We probably want to continue to build a little bit. We want Dimitri to go check the back of the train by himself. What does that look like? What's the expedition look like? We need to go here. It's deadly danger. It's probably not a good idea for us to go there if this baddie is sitting nearby. And we got, they're coming up a little closer here. So we probably don't want to go on this side of the map either. If we wanted to do an expedition, we'd want to go out this direction. Hopefully. Not down here, because we don't want to be near this guy.
We want to lead them away from this train. We don't want them to. We don't want to be over here. Okay. All right. So what do we want to build? Do we want to build anything? It's been a little while. I mean, since I've recorded this, I've been recording in batches, so it's literally been like a week since I recorded. So I should be making notes to myself of what our priorities are. Do we need? Let's see. Do we need better wind and frost protection? Well, not yet. At least we haven't seen that. Do we need 2 people to be able to rest during the day? No. Yes, maybe. Do we need blankets to reduce freezing and slightly reduce the character and slightly? It's just slightly increase. Yeah, slightly increase the character's morale. Is there something at the fireplace we can? Some seats, additional frost protection. Don't really need that. I think we were going up here for the palisade, honestly. Or were we going for traps? I think maybe that's what we were going to, for traps and fishing rods and... Yeah, maybe we were going for traps, honestly. This will allow us to make bows and arrows, harpoons, fishing rods, sticks, split wood, plank, and cut stone. That's right, we need sticks. That's the situation we're at. So we need to go find some sticks and stones. Okay. We can do that. And Dimitri, I'm sorry, we're not going to be able to do your action today. Let's set up an expedition. Who do we want to send? We want to send, of course, Zofia, because she is very observant. And who is she best friends with, or has the most trust in? Well, either one of these guys. Maybe her and Dimitri can go. I mean, because he is also a aristocrat, so maybe it's good to send them out together. Let's go ahead and try that. Send an expedition, please. Let's go Zofia and Dimitri. I'm sorry, we're not going to check the train today, my friend. I will take some tools with me, though. I will take a shovel. And I will take the knife. The rest of these things, I mean, arrows with no bow doesn't help. Hammer, I mean, they're not going to go be constructing in the woods, so I think that's fine. Let's send to both of you. And we want to look for sticks. And we want to stay away from this guy. So there's no sticks here. I mean, there's sticks up here possibly. So let's go up here. I mean, is that far enough away where he won't be able to spot me? Hopefully. Oh, it's just sticks low. So maybe sticks low isn't worth it. There's branches over there, but that's too near this guy. So we have needles, which works kind of like sticks, and stones. So here, the mysterious cromlech. We can search this. 5 berries, some stones, some bones, and some needles. Not what I was looking for, but sure. We got woods here. Wood should hopefully have some sticks. We -1. So that was a very bad hit for us, because we had a very low chance of that happening. So what I've been told is, if you've been reading the comments, or if you are the commenter, thank you very much, that this is the chance of us rolling the dice of us losing between 0 and 1 AP. So I have a 20% chance, well, 0% now, but to say this was at 20%, from what I understand, I could be wrong, it's a 20% dice roll, and then if we lose on that dice roll, essentially, if the 20%
comes up, then we roll another dice to lose 0 or 1. Flip a coin, do 0 to 1 AP loss. So that's fine because we have 1 and 2 right now. So let's go ahead and check this zone here. We found a lot of good things. Some sticks, some needles, a lot of edible roots, some more berries, tons of clay, and some cones. Okay. Abundant young forest. There's the river. So let's continue to press on. Maybe let's go for these woods. Oh, what's that? A fox. Unknown zone, danger level, insignificant. All right, let's search this area. Some bark, some sticks, some mold. Who needs mold? Bones, mushrooms. Okay, I'll take the mold. I may drop them. And what about this river with a little bit of forest? What is going on there? It looks like some dead creatures. I can't tell what, because the fox is on top of it. Maybe it's not. It's like a scar in the earth. I can't really tell. Alright, let's come up here. So we have a 37% chance now of losing 0 to 2 AP. And we found some string. Found a lot of stuff. So we can't keep them. Well, we could dump the mold. I don't think we need the mold because we're continuously making mold right now. Because our stuff is going bad. So yeah, let's be done with that then. And this is the lazy river. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and head on back because we don't have any. The loss probability is pretty high and we don't have any room. So let's return to camp. Got all that stuff. And let's go back in. So we can probably make this thing to make traps. We can help the caretaker post, maybe, you know, to unlock some more medical tools or to take care of unconscious people. We could work on the palisade, which either allows us to be sneaky, reduces the visibility of the camps, and increases the effect of the snares. So we could build the snares. That uses a lot of sticks, though. It's like a guaranteed or required requirement for sticks. You can't change that out. Or we build the snares and the pistol, rifle, bear trap. Yeah, let's go for the basic items. The bow and arrow, harpoons, fishing rods. And we need some wood. We have just enough sticks. Or we could use all of our branches. So we need 9 points. Do we want to spend 9 points exactly? Yeah, let's use all of our sticks. And then we need to use some rocks. We could use 6 bones. I don't know, those might be useful for something later. And we can use a hammer. And we know that you like to build things. And I know you guys don't really care for each other, but you guys are good workers. So please upgrade and make the hardened table. What's your stats look like? Okay, not bad. You didn't get fatigued or anything. Well, I mean, you are tired, but all right. So what can we do with the table? Skin an animal. Well, we've already had that. So tools, fabric alteration, weapons, bows, arrows, harpoons. We can break up things, cut stones, planks, split wood. Allows you to better use this wood as a building material. So we could take our wood logs and cut them into planks. Or we could take our wood and cut them into split wood, better at burning on the fire. So, I mean, we have arrows, but we don't have any. We don't have a bow. We don't have the sticks for that though, which is unfortunate. Are any of our locations low quality? No, they're seeming pretty good. What about upgrading to these snares? We don't have the sticks for that. Okay. Well, do we want to send out another expedition to gather even more stuff? Or should we try to work with what we have? We have all these edible roots. It don't seem like they're going bad. Maybe edible roots don't go bad. We have these mushrooms that are going to go bad soon. Is that 4 of them? Yeah. So maybe I should just cook them up. And keep a soup for later. We'll need to... Well, we have enough water. Thankfully. I don't remember having that much water. But, you know. Who should do that? Maybe... I feel like I'm kind of wasting valuable opportunities here. We could smoke the mushroom. We could dry the mushrooms. We don't have to use the water. Remove some of the toxins from them and prevents them from rotting. Maybe that's a good idea. Then can we use them in mushroom soup? I'm assuming we can. We only have 4 mushrooms that we can do. Okay, we have 10. Alright, so we have 10, we can only smoke 4 at a time. So, Maria, would you like to dry some mushrooms for me? You got tired, I get it. But you're not exhausted, so that's good. So where's our dried mushrooms now? Down here. Drying the mushrooms removes some of the toxins. Food, vegetable, herb. Which mushrooms did that take? Just regular mushrooms, I guess. Not the specialty mushrooms. Does someone want to also do that? I mean, don't really know. Here's what I want to do. I want to remove your fatigue. So I'm going to have you gather strength. How about that? It was probably a wasted turn. Oh, it didn't even work. Okay. Well, never mind then. Well, then can I make the isolated bed so I can have 2 of them rest? I need 8 cloth. So I can't use these. I mean... it's probably best to use 2 pelts. Because that's less of a waste. And, I will use 1 wooden log, maybe? There we are. And you guys, I know you're both tired, but you're good builders, so build that for me, please, and then you can immediately rest. Okay, so now there should be 2 beds for resting. There you are. So you guys can rest together. I know you probably hate that, but... And then with my 1 point left for Zofia here. My 1 point left for Zofia. I think probably I just filter some water. Water can't go bad, right? And Walter, a man named Walter can probably go bad. Okay, there you go. So that's the end of the day. Let us end. No one's gonna get cold. Good manners. Let's check the Northern River. Let's wait for the patrol. Interrogation of Sergei. No hero without a wound. Let's go for good manners. I know the situation is difficult, but that doesn't make us animals. Could you use the leaves instead of wiping everything on your sleeve? It will be useful for us to maintain our civilized habits so as not to get wild in this remote area. We're in the damn taiga. Honestly, I fuck your civilized habits. Excuse you, sir? I'm clicking. Can we continue? I'm clicking. Ooh. Big dislike there. Quiet, you're swearing like a Moscow cabbie. Let's not go down to the level of these primitive thugs from the woods. Let's show that in these conditions... Okay. Harp at someone else, because I'm already getting, so to speak, a 4-story mouthful. The ears are cold. If you plug them, you won't hear any more of my insults. There's nothing to squabble about. Well, it looks like the harsh Siberia is more suitable for you than the lounges in St. Petersburg. Yeah, they hate each other now. That's probably not a good thing to click on. Do we want to talk about Maria's grief? I thought of Pietrusha and me and Nadia the cook and all the service. None of us wanted to take this route. Why is the world arranged in such a way that for the convenience of some rich people, we all have to work and risk our lives? I don't want to sound rude, but nobody forced you to work. You were on the train of your own free will, and what happened along the way was not the fault of the passengers, regardless of their positions. My own free will? What choice did we have when my father died, my mother got sick, and my uncle Theodore was taken to the army? We had to go to work, and we are from a fair family, and do not touch what doesn't belong to you. Okay, so you're not thieves. But nobody rewarded us for these virtues. I'm clicking. But did anyone cheat on you? Were you beaten or humiliated at work? Child, don't complain, because you are more fortunate than most of the passengers and the rest of the service. He's a conservative. Keeping to old, established rules is crucial for this character. And if it hadn't been for those damned riots, the Imperial Gendarmerie would have dealt with deserters and thieves. Nobody would have suffered if people had listened to His Majesty Nicholas. But if the noble Tsar had listened to the prayers of the people, he would have signed the peace long ago, and Uncle Theodore would have returned from the army. Child, you may deserve compassion, but please don't teach us things you don't know about. I'm not looking for a quarrel with you, or try to put yourself in someone else's shoes sometimes. Let's just try to deflect it. I'm not looking for a quarrel with you. Okay, I don't want to quarrel with you. Even if we disagree, you can count on me. I know how to avoid trouble. There you go. Cat morale's not doing so hot. He passed his morale test, so even though he's fatigued and thirsty and has a big hunger... Well, you're still fatigued after we let you rest in the little hut in the shelter there? Okay. Alright, what's the Frost? Frost is not doing too bad. What's the... Oh, yeah, so he went up here. Okay. So... The baddies... Oh, you're right on top of that. So, we're not gonna get to this train car, because they're right on top of it. So, yeah, he saw us. I guess he saw us up here, and he went towards that way. But he wasn't drawn towards the river at all. At least not yet. Okay. So, let's put some more fuel on the fire. So we need to get it up at least a 10 for cooking purposes. I have tons of mold now because lots of things went bad on us. That's fine. I need water. I know you need water. That's fine. We're gonna cook. All right. So Maria, can you please perhaps cook for me today? Make me a delicious mushroom soup, if you could. With, oh, you can't use the dried mushrooms. That's interesting. Really? You can't use the dried mushrooms? Well, okay. Make them with fresh mushrooms then. It's weird. Maybe that works with... Maybe they count as a soup? Yeah, they count just as a soup, not a mushroom soup. Okay. Let's use the mushrooms. Cook that up for me. And then let's pass around the soup. Everyone. You're still hungry and you're still thirsty. And you're still thirsty. Well, I can just give you... I mean, you could just eat some dried mushrooms, maybe. But I have these berries that are, like, going bad, so... Would you like to eat some berries, sir? There you go. And... the water situation. There we are. And you also need water. I guess lard doesn't go bad, because it's not going bad. I know fat goes rancid, but that's not going rancid. We do need more sticks to build things, like to build the bow. We need more sticks to increase the palisade, upgrade the palisade. We need more sticks. We need more sticks for everything. So let's work on that. Let's go send an expedition. Maybe we check up around here. Well, we know there's lots of sticks over here, so we could continue that way. There's going to be no sticks on the river, I assume. Because there's not a lot of trees along the riverbank. We don't want to be near this guy. We don't want to be near these guys. There's plenty of needles, and needles are kind of like sticks, except for in instances where they're not like sticks. But those are depleted, so we probably don't want to search the cromlech anymore. So don't ask me. I don't know. Maybe we do want to come here and check this place, because we may want to draw him this direction. So let's do that. Let's send an expedition. Let's have you two go out again with the tools of the shovel and the Kneve. And we won't search here because we don't want to search near... I've been told don't search near your vicinity of your camp. So we'll just walk and just walk again. And now we're up to a 15% loss probability. Let's search this area, which we don't know what it is. We found some eggs. We found some berries. Found some cones. Not great. That's a glade with berries. So if we need berries, we know to come here. We'll come here, look for the sticks. The loss probability is pretty high. Edible roots, sticks, all that good stuff. And so now we're going to lose between... We have 54% chance of loss to lose between 0 and 3 AP. That's a pretty high amount. Let's move. We lost 1. Okay, and that drops down. Okay, so now we have a 24% chance to lose 0 to 2. And we lost 1. We found some mold. Again, don't need that. Oh, we found water. We found water. That's how we had so much water, because we scooped up some water at the river somehow. Okay. Mold. I'll keep the mold. Sure. We might find a use for it somewhere. Cones, sticks, roots. Not enough sticks, honestly. Let's come up here. There's some trees up here. We lost 1. Okay, so this is kind of a gamble. I think I'm going to search and then return to camp. What is this? Golden root. Medicinal stimulating plant, the main component of the antidote. 1% loss probability. I mean, is it worth it? Alright, let's check the more again then, maybe. Let's risk it. 9%. Let's take the needles and get out of here. Alright, guys. That was good work you did. Very good work today. Thank you very much. So we could build the bow. That would use up all our sticks. Most of our sticks. Requires arrows. Well, we have arrows. So I'm just looking. Or we can't upgrade to traps. Here, we could set snares. Snares make it possible to set up the traps, which gives a chance to catch smaller animals. So I guess you have to set the traps, and then use this to check the traps. But we don't have the traps. So, well, here, gather brushwood. So we could get sticks. And we need sticks. So maybe that's a good idea for us to build this marked paths. Thanks to knowing the area, fast trips beyond the camp, providing a small number of basic resources are available. Yeah, let's go for that maybe. And we have tons of bones, so we can use a couple bones for that. Bones and some sticks. And we'll use a hammer. And you two can get to building, because I know how great you are at building. And now you can't stand each other, but that's fine. Thank you for doing that. Now you are exhausted, so I would like to spend your last turn having you gather strength. You're just tired now, but that's fine because we can set you here. Well, I probably don't want to do that yet, because I don't know if it's best to do that because we still have a couple of these people. So I could make a... Let's see, we could make some tools. A torch. A fishing rod, a hatchet. A sack. Well, that would require sticks. We don't want to use that. We don't want to make snowshoes, because that requires sticks. That requires sticks. Everything requires sticks. Sticks are important, apparently. Did you know that sticks are important? Okay, so, I mean, we can make sticks from branches, but... I mean, branches are also pretty important, aren't they? Maybe if we could just break... Well, I kind of don't want to. I don't kind of waste branches in case they're important. So I could cook. I could dry some things out if we could. We don't have any mushrooms to dry, apparently. We don't have any meat to smoke or fish. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's not a good... Maybe I'm out of things to do. I mean, not really, but... I could send both of these guys out on an expedition again to look for more sticks. Is that a possibility? Again, don't look near your... Don't want to look near the camp. Sticks low, branches low, sticks medium. Yeah, maybe I push out towards this way and search this area again. Or this area if I can get to it. Yeah, maybe I want to find out what this is. So maybe I come here. Do I want to search the cones, the berries, the eggs? Probably not. I probably just want to move through that. So move through that, come here, and then up. That's a idea. I know you guys aren't great at... I haven't used you very much for searching, but... Go ahead and try it, please. Again, we're not going to search in this area, so we're just going to move. Oh, we lost a point, and what happened? You reach the grove where birches grow instead of cedars. The forest in this place is much clearer. The ground is covered with fallen leaves and a thin layer of fresh snow. It clearly shows the fresh track of a fox. Do you feel up to following it? Yes, let's try to track the fox. You see a red trickster lying lazily on a fallen tree trunk. Try to catch it. You're retreating. You're trying to throw a stone. Try to throw the knife. The impact turned the jumping fox in the air. You run to the animal to finish it off as soon as possible, but it turns out to be unnecessary. It's already dead. You wonder how it will taste. Alright, I'll take a fox. So, let's find out what this area is. Did we get lost? Straw idol. You have no idea why someone put a straw scarecrow in the middle of the forest. However, apparently someone did. A surreal image of a silent idol slumbering under a coat of snow caps doesn't make you feel good. Maybe it's a scarecrow, you say to yourselves, but where is the field it guards? Let's disassemble it. The forest idol was assembled from dry wood. We got a rag, a string, and 5 sticks. Alright, we have a low possibility of getting lost. We still don't know what this place has, so let's search again. Late swarm. Unexpectedly, a swarm of nasty flies encircles you, biting severely in any exposed part of the body. Even when you were traveling by train, you heard warnings of the taiga people about such a swarm, but apparently this time of the year bugs should not breed anymore. Well, these flies apparently don't know the calendar. You run away as fast as you can. For real? Alright, let's keep searching it. I want to find out what's in this zone. There we are. Clay, golden root, split wood, wood log, and moss. That's a lot of wood. This is the felling furrows. Okay. Let's... 13%. Let's push on... Oh, do I want to push on? I really... Let's try one more. Let's risk it. Now a 26% chance of losing between 0 and 2 AP. You know what? I'm not willing to risk. I just want to return to camp with what I have. There we go. Now, with your final remaining point, Sergei, that is your name. At least that's what we're calling you. I want you to skin the animal. Skin the fox we found. We skin the animal, prepare meat from the bones. Thanks to this, we'll be able to fully use them. Thank you. Do that for me. One bone, 1 fur, 5 meats. Okay. And then you guys can go rest. And that's it. So let's end the turn and we'll go through the night, and then I'll end the episode once the night is over. Just check the frost. The frost is good. Okay. What happened? Strange ritual. You notice that Maria has been leaving the camp for a short time every morning for several days. She hides in the nearby grove and sometimes talks to herself and sometimes sings. You've closed your eyes to her quirks. After all, parting with her younger brother left a strong mark on her. Today, however, you notice that the girl is taking some old food with her. Is she snacking in secret? Maybe she's training some animal. You decide to look at it. Maria pushes a piece of bark from a dead tree trunk, revealing a bizarre collection of bread and tied sticks. It looks like some idolatrous chapel. The girl puts rotten food next to her and says rhymes known only to her. When finishing, she puts the bark back in place and comes back to you. Are you wasting our food? You interrogate her immediately. After all, in these conditions, we cannot make a fuss. Even scraps of meat will suppress hunger for a moment when the hard moment comes. I took only leftovers. You would be sick if you ate them. Okay, but why do you store them in this hollow? A lot of people lost their lives on this train. I knew some of them very well. Most of them exchanged at least a few sentences with me while traveling. I have to take care of their souls now. The dead do not need food. And how do you know that? In fact, you can't answer the question with certainty. Alright? Well, that's fine, Maria, if you want to give up our rotten food. It said it was rotten, so... Ye wretched of the earth. No hero without a wound. Interrogation of Sergei. Let's do the interrogation of Sergei. What corps did you serve in, soldier? Does it matter? Fate has made us all allies. I'd rather know if you beat the Germans or if they beat you. Lie so that Dmitri has a better opinion of you. Tell the truth. Let's tell the truth. In the 4th Siberian, in the 8th Army. So you were even on the offensive in Galicia. You could say that. Are you sure? Tell about it. Let him know how it was. You don't want to talk about it, just end this conversation. Let's be open and honest. It wasn't an offensive, just as it wasn't an army. The officers packed whatever they could and escaped, and they sent us forward without equipment and support. We lost morale, but that's fine. Our own artillery cut off our way back. The enemy did not even have to shoot. They only set bayonets and counted the corpses. And people like you were sitting in Petersburg and sending telegrams forward to Kalush, to Boleshiv. Or Bolakiv, probably. I'm sorry, son. Hey! You opened up a little bit. That's nice. Thank you, guys. Let's talk about family matters. My dear, we have been here for a bit now and hardly know each other. Please speak for yourselves. For example, I know myself very well. Exquisite joke. However, if you would like us to know more about you, please feel free. We have a lot of time. Oh, I didn't mean to impose. I'm probably the least interesting person of our group. Come on, I'm clicking. Let's go. I will not deny it out of politeness. So what? Are we so exotic to an elderly aristocrat? It's definitely different. Let's talk about it's definitely different. It's definitely different. Please say something about yourself. Good, I imagine it that with me, a dead man was traveling. A dead man? Your husband? Does it mean you lost someone during the disaster? No, he was already dead. No, my husband breathed his last in August. I only carried his ashes. Was it the last will to return to the homeland? Just the opposite. I would never agree to let him rest in our crypt. I wanted his ashes to be carried away by the Siberian winds, straight to hell. Well, I guess you didn't like your husband very well. Mrs. Butineva, I'm in shock. What a story. All happy families are similar. Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Everyone likes you a little more, or trusts you a little more. All right. We did lose a point. Maria, she didn't have enough morale to be able to save against losing a point, but that's okay. What's this? Hungry spirits. Before dawn, you jump to your feet. Something is thrashing in the bushes, howling or maybe whining. Hard to say. The fog is so thick that you can't even tell which direction the noise is coming from. Maybe there are more sources. These are hungry souls. They finally came for us. You take a lit torch from the fire and try to light up the gloom.
The sounds returned and turned into scraping as if someone was sharpening an axe. Finally, they turned into a purring and stop. Only after a few quarters, when the fog has let go and the sun has shone over the high cedars, you find a fallen wolverine near the camp. Everything seems to indicate that it choked on one of the twisted sticks when it tried to eat the food left by Marie and her chapel. Goodbye, the girl says in the direction of the forest, feeling that the souls of the victims of the catastrophe have finally found relief and thus shown her their gratitude. A dead wolverine, you say? That was very, very interesting. There it is, a dead wolverine. Tundra predator, reminiscent of a great weasel or a small bear. After skinning, there will be a solid portion of meat and some fur. I need water, he says. Well, we have so much mold because everything's went bad on us. Yeah. We have tons of berries. I guess that's what we're feeding ourselves with now. We should have... Did our roots go bad? No, we have 38 roots. Even in a heavy snow, people aren't getting cold. This difficulty level almost seems too easy. I don't want to jinx myself, but it kind of does. But that's why I think where I'm ending the episode now. So thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again next time.